All right, we're in the 2019 Fall Major. Starting today, we're in the Monday qualifying round in the rookie division. I'm in my 99 account, so I got the T4 clubs. Not much going on with the clubs. Got a couple T5s just from the golden shot and from the pin chests, but for the most part, just some pretty low level clubs. So let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check out what we got going on. All right. Starts off with this first hole. This is an eagle opportunity, but man, this is a super tough hole. It's a super tough hole to get an eagle on. So you got a couple ways that you can go at it. You can try and dig yourself down into this hole down here to get into your long iron range. Or you can put yourself out into the fairway out here to try and get into, if you draw the line here where the trees are at, somewhere up in this area, right up in here, you're in short iron range. So if you can get up into that area, you can change your real estate to short iron. If you're back over in here, the trees are going to be in the way and you're going to have to come around the trees with a long iron. Over here, you will have a straight in shot, but it is to get deep enough down in there, especially if you got lower developed stuff. It could be very hard to get down into that hole so that you can clear the trees right here. So if you got lower developed stuff, this is going to be a little bit tougher hole. If you got really low developed stuff, if you draw this line through the pin, through the trees, out into this area, if you're trying to get up into your short iron range, you're trying to dig way up in here, but if you're short, you're going to be behind the trees. So you might be better served if you've got lower developed stuff to try and be farther out here on the arc so that you're clear of the trees, but you're going to be relegating yourself to a long iron shot. There is a backboard on this green. So if you're up close, you can take your short iron and go right at the hole. But if you're with a long iron or a bigger club, you'll probably have a better shot of trying to come in and use the backboard to bring it back down to the hole. I've never had a lot of success with those ones where you've got that backboard and you're trying to bring it down to the hole. You can't see the final trajectory, so you're trying to extrapolate based on what you're seeing with the ball guide where it's going to end up, and those are typically low percentage shots trying to put them in. It's not that you can't get it in, it's just that it's not a super high percentage shot. Now in my main account, and if you've got upper developed stuff, this is definitely a hole for a big topper. A big topper, especially when it gets to level 4, it gets to 217, and at level 3 it's only at 209. So I don't know that at my big topper, especially at low development like this where it's 25% accurate, so it's 2.5 per ring, has got enough distance, raw distance, to get me out into this area to get up there, versus using an extra mile and trying to get. Typically, if you come to a hole and you've got a level 4 big topper and you've got a level 6 extra mile and you're doing a straightforward shot like this where there's nothing in your way, you're just trying to get raw distance, you'll get more distance with your big topper and a Titan than you would with your extra mile and a Titan. But that's if you had, the level 4 big topper, so you're hitting the 217 versus the 209. So I'm not sure if my big topper can actually get this done. So I may have to use an extra mile. So I'm going to bring 2 bags. My goal is to try and get in there in my Kingfisher range, but more than likely I'm going to be in my long iron range, which I'm going to bring a Saturn so I can utilize that backboard. So I'm going to take 2 bags, a big topper and an extra mile bag. My usual suspects at the bottom are going to stay the same. And let's bring a ball here. We're going to bring a Titan, the king of balls. All right, let's go check it out. My thought process is that today I'm really just going to practice, since we didn't get any practice time on these holes. So, but we'll see how it pans out. In my upper developed accounts, I'm definitely going to practice today. Typically in this account, I just play on Mondays. It's one less thing that I have to play during the week. But we will see. So my opponent's got a big topper too with a white ball. So my big topper should be able to make that with a 3 power ball. See what kind of distance they can get out here. They're going towards that sand. It's not good. Ooh, that's bad. Especially that close to the trees. It's 2.5 per ring, so I'm going to come over just a bit. Let's see if we can get it done. Hitting it perfect. See what kind of distance we're getting with the big topper. In your main accounts, you want to be out there at about 400 yards. So that'll get you clear of the tree. So I'm at 401, but I'm a little farther out from the tree, so I'm definitely going to be in my long iron range. And the Kingfisher is not a long hitting short iron. So I think it might be the shortest hitting short iron. So this should definitely put me in my Saturn range. Nice getting over the trees. That was a spectacular shot, actually. That'll work. That'll work. Let's see how close I am. Right at the red line. So I'm at minimum club. It's going to be 3.3 per ring. I'm going to do about a 30% overpull, so that's going to be 3.25. There's 2, there's 3. Do about a ring and 2/3. And I did that wrong. I adjusted that wrong, so that'll miss. I overpulled it. What was I thinking? I'm in minimum club, so it's 3.3 per ring. So that should have been like a 1 ring pull instead of a ring and a 1/3. And I'm off about a 1/3 of a ring. Mistake on my part. Human error. I could be like one of those people on Facebook and I could blame it on PD. I'm not getting wins. These people on Facebook crack me up. Anybody that scores good rounds that you should actually be scoring to win these tournaments is a cheater. That's what I mean. That's pretty much. That's why I don't follow a lot of the Facebook stuff, because it's just a crazy deal. It seems like a lot of the sites, they just want to out people for no reason when there's no, all you're doing is showing us guys that are, or players that are actually shooting what they're supposed to shoot. All right, that was hole number 1. I think that this hole right here, especially if you've got lower developed stuff, the main goal here is to not get caught up behind those trees and to secure your birdie. Give yourself an opportunity for that eagle shot. And there are going to be players who are going to get eagles on that hole. It's a very tough hole to get an eagle on, but you can get an eagle there. But amazingly enough, there's going to be probably more people in each bracket who have epic failed on that hole and walk away with a par. It's probably going to be pretty close, the people that picked up the eagle and the people that ended up getting a par. So if you go there with a birdie, there's going to be that is a hole that you can give yourself an opportunity. But you'll also be able to get ahead of a few people in your bracket just because you went there and got the birdie. All right, that was hole number 1 of the Fall Major and Monday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.